across an interesting article from Aeon magazine this morning. The article was titled "The Minds of Plants," and it basically was about what it terms plant blindness. People not noticing plants, not noticing what plants can do and feel and so forth. Now, it dithers around the question of whether plants are sentient or not, but I'm very much aware of the work of people like Wohlleben and Suzanne Simard, and I'll put links to those in the description below, who did quite a bit of work to show just how intelligent and to some extent possibly sentient forests are. There's also been some work on plant response to people coming into and leaving rooms that dates back to the 60s. And on that, I note that there was a TV show that did a trial on that, and they kept changing the conditions of the trial until it didn't work, but initially it did. The plants responded more favourably to some people than they did to others, and people who showed the plants ill will, the plants definitely responded negatively to. So, as far as I'm concerned, and also from psychic perceptions, plants are alive, and some plants have some form of sentience. Now, I'm also a vegan, and that's for ethical, climate, and personal health reasons. But despite that, and living on a plant-based diet, I still accept that some plants are sentient. Now, this raises issues around things like not being cruel to plants. How do you harvest plants without causing unnecessary suffering? There's other questions as well that need to be considered, and I've been considering them for some time, and no doubt will continue to. I'm also aware that some vegans will also probably find this, some other vegans will probably find this a little disturbing, and I know at least one denies that plants have sentience, but that's not an appropriate response. The response is not denial, it's looking at the reality of issues and discussing their implications. So, are plants alive? Yes, that's a biological reality. Are they sentient? Some have some form of sentience. I think the issue is possibly just how much of that is self-awareness. But then again, maybe it's just the sentience. I don't know. Our bodies have immune systems which will kill microbes and do so automatically, but the argument is microbes don't have sentience. They're alive, yes. They're harmful though, and they lack sentience, and the body kills them as a form of self-defense. We also need sustenance to live. I know some people take this to an extreme, or what I consider an extreme, and live by fruitarianism, but I consider that to be unnecessary. I think not killing animal sentient life is ethically justifiable. Plant sentience is an issue that I don't have a solution. I'm going to keep thinking about it. And that's part of the reality of life. We don't know everything. We don't have perfect solutions for everything. We do the best that we can. We learn as much as we can. And then we continue to evolve. So mote it be.